Hello, everyone. I'm Spiritual Teacher for You, and I came today to do a collective reading. I've been preparing all morning. I meditated outside this morning to open up my heart chakra to be able to connect and give messages for the collective. I still haven't decided if I'm doing a pick a card or just a reading, so we're going to see how it goes. I was sitting here meditating, seeing if there was any um, messages coming through from the rib, and there is there are so many, so many guides here, and they're like waiting on me to get started. So I was going to keep meditating, write down some notes of what I wanted to say, and that's not happening. So I did want to tell about my story because I've put out a few videos now, and you're just coming listening to this stranger say things, and I want to tell you my story to tell you where I came from. If you don't want to hear my story, totally understandable. You may just want to hear the reading, and you can skip to that part. A-okay. But for those of you that are curious about me and where I came from and all that good stuff, I wanted to tell just a little bit. I'm not going to start in 1985 when I was born, but that is when it started. I never knew I was spiritual. I had no idea. I just was living life, and I have such distinct memories of when I was a teenager in my room thinking life was so against me. And I wish I could go back and know what I know now. I know everybody says that, but you never knew at such a young age that you are in control, that you actually have a choice, because you just abide by your parents and you try to please them, and it's the same old life story. So I didn't start feeling my spiritualness, honestly, until probably about 5 years ago. I mean, I've always been spiritual. Like, you can ask I used to be a teacher. If for those of you that don't know me, I used to be a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and I would always try to incorporate my spiritualness into my classroom. I got my kids loving rocks, but kids naturally love rocks, crystals. We talked about my spiritualness came out in positivity, I guess. And I have a lot to thank my mom, which my birth mom has passed now. I'm looking at her picture right now, and I am so blessed to still have a mom that raised me alive, and she has a lot to do with where I'm at spiritually. She she led me down a path of wanting to know the truth, and so thank you for that. And when I really decided, it just started coming at overflow. So something that I want to address is, how do I know, right? Like, how do you hear things? I used to hear people say, they're telling me that, or, I hear that. And I was like, do you actually hear a voice like in your head? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes the message is so clear. But really it's a feeling. And the more sometimes it's just like a vague feeling you get, and you're like, what is, like, okay, or you don't even recognize it, right? And then other times it's a strong feeling, and those are times when you really need to listen. But it's more of a feeling, and it really resonates in your heart and your head, and you're just like, I just know this. I just know, like, and then you doubt yourself because you're like, but how do I know? Like, I don't have that ability, right? So it's this whole process. But then you're like, one day you're like, oh shit, like, oh, my gut feeling was right. And then you start listening a little bit more. And you're like, okay, well, let me turn down this street. I don't know. I just have a feeling to. Let me do that. And then you come upon some awesome view like I did the other weekend with my husband, like just things that happen while you're living life, not thinking about it, and you just listen to it. So those of you that want to increase your intuition or your connection with spirit, it's just a matter of listening, really. And you were taught to listen at a young age, but that was listening to humans, listening to people. And people have a lot to say, but it may not necessarily be what you need. It's what I've come to realize is I am the one that decides what I believe and what I love and how I'm going to live my life. And I have felt very empowered to do that once I decided to, and I'm going to use this phrase that my friend has been using a lot lately, show up for myself. And one thing I decided to do for myself, not to the approval of a lot of people in my life, is to quit teaching. And I had a very very like kind of plan of what I was going to be doing after that. And I am just trying to follow what spirit is guiding me to do, because I've made the decision to be open and I want to know the truth in life. And I've made the decision to listen and to be open to all things that feel right to me, to anything that feels like love to me. And we throw that word around, and it's not even love for family, love for a romantic partner. I'm talking about the love that literally exists in the room that you're in right now, coming from you. And if you can't feel that, then that's why I had so much heart chakra stuff going on, is because I needed to be able to explain, when you feel love, you can literally feel it. And you're feeling love when it feels good. And for those that still need healing in their heart, it'll make you cry. It'll bring up emotion, but it's this emotion of, love. It's a good feeling, but it also is emotional sometimes, and love can be excitement. Love can be joy. I'm just warning you, there is a cat in here with me. Smokey. He's looking at himself in the mirror right now. So maybe that's a clue, like a sign from spirit that maybe you need to really look at yourself in the mirror. See, I'm already channeling now, to figure out the love that you have, because you can't give love if you don't have it for yourself. I have been able to give so much more love to my friends, my family, my husband, my animals, because I have filled my own heart up with love. And I'm still working on it. By no means am I there, but oh, there he is. I didn't know you could see him. Hi, little guy. This is Smokey. Smokey, what you doing, buddy? Smokey. So he will be entertaining you. I hope he's not distracting. So anyways, so there I am. I know I skipped over a whole lot of probably what I wanted to say, but what I said is what was meant to be said and what was meant to be heard by somebody. So I do know this. If you're walking around life and feelings of jealousy or bitterness come up, or you feel resentful, or you're like, it doesn't feel good, then you're not moving forward in love. You're moving forward in fear and lack mindset. So, when someone gives you a compliment and you don't feel like, you almost feel like you need to defend yourself or defend what they say, it's like, why do I feel the need to not just accept their compliment? That is a heart chakra love issue. And I just want to tell you that you are worthy of love, and you're worthy of those compliments, because people tend to see what we can't see in ourselves. And you can tell when a compliment is genuine versus somebody just trying to schmooze you. There really is no guidebook to life. Our guidebook is our heart. So, yeah, as I was meditating this morning, that'll go into what I took some notes. But when you give and spread love, and I don't mean, I think my purpose is to tell you the difference between, or at least express the difference between spreading love and giving love. It's easy to give love to like that chicken sandwich that you really like, or that piece of pizza. It's easy because you love it. It's so good, right? It's easy to hang out with your best friend who you love dearly and y'all are like a match, It's easy. But I'm talking about the people who lack love in themselves, therefore they don't receive your love. And so when people don't receive our love, it feels bad to us. Like, what? I'm just trying to help you and I'm trying to love you in the way that I know how to love you, but you're not receiving it. That has nothing to do with you. That literally has nothing to do with you. You are doing what you are meant to do by giving love. And it's not up to you whether they receive it or give it back. Okay? It is so important to understand that when you walk around giving love, you can't be attached to how you get love back. But that is the message I want to say. When you give and spread love, it comes back to you in whatever way love shows up. In fact, okay, I have to plug my battery in or this video will not keep going. So let me pause real quick. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're back. So I think that was also a message. Like, oh my gosh, I just love how spirit shows up. See, this is what I mean. I just had to plug my battery into my computer. So I know that's a message for everybody. You need to recharge. You need to plug into the universe to be able to receive its gifts. Love, the way we receive each individual person that receives love receives it in a different way. There's the love languages kind of thing. I'm a very words of affirmation. You praise me, and I mean that's probably the Leo in me, but I'm just like, yes, but like my husband does not work on praise as much as I do. So therefore it's not natural for him to give it to me. And I've had to train him to be like, give me, when I walk out in this new outfit, I want to hear compliments, and it takes him a while to be able to do that. So, but I've learned his love language is acts of service. He loves to do things for people. He loves for people to do things for him. It's like if you think of him while you're out buying something, or you think of him when you're doing something, that makes him feel loved. So I am not, a huge acts of service person. So it's had to make me come out of my, outside of my natural thinking to show love to him in the way that he receives it. I'm not going into that, like that relationship aspect. But what I'm saying is, when you give love in the way that you know how, or if you step outside of the way you know how in order to reach somebody, you will receive it back in the way the universe will give you love back in the way that you recognize love. Okay, that's the message. All right. Something else, and a little bit of an exercise that I'd like for everybody to try, because I did it this morning. It was amazing. I was doing a meditation and I felt very open. I could tell my heart chakra was just like needing like almost like a jump start or something. So what I did, I curled into a ball. Like I felt like I wanted to just hug myself. And then I just opened up and released my heart. Like I just pictured like the vibrations of my heart and love spreading, you know what I don't know if you're an X-Men fan, but there's a new X-Men series out called X-Men 97, and that is my jam. So there's Magneto, who, he has he has the power to control metal. And so there's a part where he's like using his mind to send whatever his power is, waves over the whole planet. And it was just like this, like, kind of like ripples in a water going over the whole earth. And that's what I pictured in my head as I was spreading my love, is like it just coming out from me and going forward. And when you're in a high vibing state, it's so easy. It is the easiest thing to give love because you're up there. Love is like it is the highest vibration. It's the highest frequency. And when you feel love, you're feeling that vibration and that frequency. And therefore you're attracting things that are in that same frequency and vibration. And depending on your level of reception is how fast it will come to you. Okay. My cat literally just went into to play with a toy. So I think that was part of the message, is that the more receptive you are and the more you match with that frequency of love, the faster things come to you. Although what I'm figuring out about the universe is that things happen in the time that they're supposed to happen. And there's no rushing. In fact, trying to rush something will push it away more. Okay. All right. I think I need to get into the reading now. So, I got some suggestions from friends and family to do a June reading, which I thought was a fabulous idea, especially considering that 6/6 is coming up in 2 days. So I was like, that's perfect. So the reading today will be about what's coming up in June and the energy of June and just all of that good stuff. So we're going to see what Spirit says. And so I want to open up this reading to Spirit, to guides that are here, those of love and light. You are welcome. Thank you. I do want to say this, and I've been trying to like not say it because I didn't want to feel. Anyways, I just hesitated, but I am so new to tarot, okay? So new, but it is resonating so hard with me that I have to pursue it. And I'm currently taking a course to get all of the meanings of the cards, and I have like a whole little station set up right here to help me remember. But I'm going to try really hard not to refer to my notes, but I may. So I hope you'll be patient with me. Because I'll just show you. I made like notes about like the wand suit going H through 10. So, I have this here. In fact, I'm going to pull them all down so that I can be ready for them when the time comes. Okay. There we go. Okay. And I will be using other cards as well. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm being told to do pick a reading. Wow. Okay. Now, let me explain something to you just then. It was just a thought in my head. Like the thought was pick a reading. And then as I'm talking to you, I'm also thinking of the thought that just went in my head, and then I get a feeling in my heart and my gut, and I'm like, do I really? And then that's why I'm like, okay, hold on. And then it's like it just confirms what I'm thinking. I don't know if that actually explained it or not, but so we're gonna do a June reading, and we're gonna do a pick a card reading. Apparently, I don't normally like to do the cards on camera because it takes so long. I think Smokey agrees that we should do a pick a card. It takes so long to do. Was there something else? Okay, so I did before I get started, and again, you can move on from this if you want to, but there was something else that came to me during my morning meditation. And that was that, and I think a lot of people, I see this a lot, and it could be that because I went through it, that's why I see it a lot, but there's a lot of, like when I said listening to your own self and not other people, because you know what other people will tell you is be more this, be more that, be more sociable, put yourself out there, like putting all this pressure on you to do things that they think you should do. Not not how it works, because I've been pressured my whole life to do things, or suggestions have come to me to do things, and I just didn't resonate with it, but I was like, I know I should do that, but it didn't come naturally. That's because you have to be ready for it. You have to own it, and you can't just sit around going, even me, I'm sitting here telling you what to do right now, but if it doesn't resonate, then you forget about it. You take what resonates with you. But when I lost my train of thought. So you're on your own timeline. People put pressure on you based on what they want to see from you. You don't worry about that. Even if it's your parents, your grandparents, your best friend, your husband, your wife, you have to do what's right for you. And the question you can ask yourself is, do I enjoy this? Can I change my perspective somehow to love this more? And if you can't, then it's not meant for you. I'm just going to say it. It's not meant for you. If you can't find a single ounce of love in the thing that you're doing or faced with every day, or the person that you're around every day, if you can't find love in it after a period of time, then it isn't for you anymore. That means you've grown, or you have a block and you can't receive whatever is trying to come to you. But if that's the case, it won't even come to you anyway. So there's more to that message, but I think it'll come out in one of the decks. Okay, so let's get started. I do want to hit my singing bowl. I love this thing. Okay, and then we are going to shuffle these cards here. Again, you can skip forward from this part because I am going to be choosing several decks. You can go into a meditation mode while I do this and kind of focus on the cards if you'd like. You can listen to me as I talk through this, because that's probably what I'm going to do, or not. We shall see. Okay, there we go. All right, this is for deck 1. What cards are coming forward for deck 1? This will be the first group. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, and there we go. Okay, several cards now. All right, and then we've got animal. That is a lot. You know what? You first group people must be into animals or have strong animal spirits here. Group 1, I'm also seeing what angel is wanting to come out for you. Okay, definitely those are upright. All right. Okay. What healing needs to be done for group 1? What healing needs to be done for group 1? Okay. What positive message do you have for group 1? Oh, nice. And then group 1, what crystals will be useful for them at this time? Oh, goodness, goodness. Okay. several. All right, and then, so this is for the month of June for group 1. What moon card is beneficial for them at this time? Okay, got several there. And then we've got the cosmic deck. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so this is group 1 here. I'm going to pause and change the camera angle to the cards because I really want you to see them, because you may get more from the cards as I lay them out. So let me change the camera. Okay, so I'm definitely meant to not use a guide and to just go by my feeling here. And the reason I know that is I just tried to use my tarot, app that I have, and it was not signed in, and that is the first time that has ever happened. So here are your first tarot cards. Now, I will be pulling tarot if I feel like we need some clarifying. So the Tower card, and this is about June, okay? So the Tower card is about total, I don't even want to say destruction. It's about breaking down something that is currently going on in your life that is not working. And the universe has something way better in store for you, but it's reversed, so you're not allowing this transformation to take place. And a lot of people don't associate this card with transformation, but I do, because it looks messy. The Tower, it looks messy, but it's really about getting, it's really, I see like a person climbing this rocky, like just really just everything thrown at them, boulders, this rocky path, like it's just, but they keep moving up, and then all of a sudden the path is clear and they just get to walk in it. And that's what I see with the Tower. But there's fear. You have a lot of fear about the unknown. In fact, my husband and I were making fun of that fear of the unknown. Instead of FOMO, fear of missing out, it's fear of the unknown, FOTU. FOTU. So there's a lot of fear of the unknown here, FOTU. And I wish I could tell you, I can tell you, but I wish that you would know that it's all going to be okay. You need to let this Tower moment happen, because that is what's going to lead you into where you're going. And this could be letting go of a job that's no longer serving you. This could be letting go of a partner that has no longer, y'all are vibing together. This could be letting go of friends that no longer feel good to be around. As soon as I say these things of what you need to let go of, you know what it is. It's in your heart. So listen to it. Okay. Now, this Five of Swords is, it's a little like, it's more of like this guy, he's sitting here with all his swords and looking at the people. Like this guy back here is, I don't think you can see very well. That guy in the background is like hanging his head down. Like the two guys in the background look like they're just lost, and then this is you with these swords. Or maybe this is someone else, actually. I think that might be more accurate. This is someone else that is stealing your happiness, is what I'm getting. Like it's almost like they're over here looking good, but they're looking back at you like, haha, see what I have and you don't. I'm getting too that they're very unhappy, and that's why they have this look on their face. I don't know if you can see this look. Like he's like, haha, I got something you don't have. So there's someone around you that, and I think that's what these are connected to. There's someone around you that doesn't have your best interest at heart, and they don't want to see you succeed, because then it would put your success in perspective, and they wouldn't, like, the way they feel successful is when other people aren't. You know what I mean? So whoever this person is does not have your best interest at heart, and that might be the person that's preventing you from letting everything go, because they're obviously someone close to you, and it's hard to think about someone close to us wanting something like that, like, I thought you loved me kind of thing. And they probably do, but but there's people out there that love you but also don't want to see you succeed, because they have their own personal stuff going on about it. Okay? And then we have the Two of Wands. And Wands is about fire and like moving towards what you're desiring in life. And it's two. So it's like he's holding the world in his hand. Like you have it right there in your hand, but it's just a matter of moving forward. And like nothing you would decide would be wrong. But this card is reversed, and so that makes me think that you are having a hard time making a decision. And so there's things that you need to decide between. And it's probably this whole situation right here with this guy or this girl or, whoever. Someone is there that's making you feel like you can't make the decision for yourself. And yeah, the world is right here. So that's what this is. There is something in your life that needs to happen, and you're almost like waiting for someone to save you or to show you the way, and they will, but you've got to let it happen. You've got to make the decision to go towards your goals. You got to make the decision to show up for yourself. I love that phrase. I love it. And the world here is like the ending of a cycle and the start of a new one, but there's something holding you back. That's why it's reversed. There's someone. Actually, it may be your own. Maybe it may be your own thoughts that are stopping you. Maybe it's not someone, but actually just your own thoughts that are in the way. Okay, let's get another card for that. What is in the way here? What is in the way? I don't know who This feels specific now. It's supposed to be a general reading, but I guess if you're here, this is for you. You got some strong energy. Oh, okay, so Judgment. Okay, so it's like you're asking for help. It's like you're asking for help and you can't get it because you're not allowing it. There's more to this Judgment card. I don't know. I see this wall of ice in the background. And all these people are so vulnerable. So asking for help can be vulnerable. Yeah, it makes you feel less than almost, or like you owe someone. A lot of people don't like to feel like they owe someone. But this card is telling me that if you make this decision and not let your own thoughts and ideas and insecurities and paranoia and fear of photo, fear of the unknown get in the way, that you have lots of like help that the universe will provide. So I think this month is all about you deciding to show up for yourself, deciding what you really want and going for it. Do you want to be in this relationship? Do you want the same job that you have where you feel like you have no freedom? Do you want to live life based on someone else's terms? Those are things you have to ask yourself, because y'all, I can't emphasize enough that this life is the only one we have right now. The only one that we are consciously living. And the way that you get this life to the point that you want it is by showing up for yourself, by loving yourself, by deciding what you want and going for it. This blue candle is really calling to me right now, which is interesting because I thought it was the one on camera, but it's actually the green one. Blue. Yeah, so blue is your throat chakra. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. Blue is your throat chakra. So that tells me that there needs to be some work with speaking your truth and saying how you feel. And I just want you to know you're very safe to say how you feel when it comes from love. Okay? All right, let's keep going. So we're going to look at the animals that showed up for you. I love these cards, y'all. I love the animals that come. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals come. Oh my God, that's so many. Okay, you've got the, y'all, look at this little dude. Oh my God, I could cry. First of all, a groundhog is my spirit animal, so I feel very connected to this. Okay, I gotta get my emotions together. In fact, I see groundhogs everywhere, and I've renamed them Fred Gary. Don't ask. But it says time to let go, and I can't imagine any card that goes with the tarot cards better than this one. It is time to let go, you guys. And we've got the number 31 up here. So this 31 could mean, 31 days, 31, like the 31st of the month. Since we are doing a June reading, are there 31 days in this month? I don't think there are. I think there's only 30. So 31 could be the July 1st, There's also 3 and 1 makes 4. So those numbers could be significant to you. But yeah, time to let go of this, of the thinking that you have going on that's preventing you from making these moves in your life. Then you've got the armadillo spirit. Oh, love it. Set healthy boundaries. Yeah. So I think I feel it. I can feel it that when I say time to let go, you're like, I can't let go of this. Okay. Well, if you can't let go, then set some healthy boundaries. Speak your truth. Say, I don't like that. That does not make me feel good. This is not right. I don't like this treatment. I deserve better. Set some healthy boundaries. Wow, that came in very strongly. And that number is 3. And 3 is like the Holy Trinity here. This is like mind, body, spirit. So listen to all of those when setting healthy boundaries. Okay? Then we've got the brown bear. Take time out. Wow, I love that. Take time out for yourself. If it's a weekend you need to get away. Sometimes we're so surrounded by all these energies that don't have our best interest at heart. And sometimes we can't get past those things. Like, they're so in our heads that we can't. And until we get away from that energy and back to our true selves and feeling joy and love, we won't know the next steps. So Bear is coming in very strong now to take time out for yourself. Make it happen. It will be okay. Here's the thought in my head. Some people are so tied to their job that they literally think that the job can't be done without them. Okay, well, what if you die tomorrow? Are they going to be lost? Are they going to just destroy the whole company? You know, my thought is if you died tomorrow, they wouldn't have you anyways. So take time out for yourself, because I promise you they would do the same for themselves. All right, make this a priority. I'm serious here. This is coming in so strong. Make yourself a priority. Show up for yourself and take time to get back to you to figure out what you truly want. Okay? All right, this is group 1, man. Y'all are in a serious stage of life here. This is like a momentous stage of life, and I'm so excited for you, because I know once you make this decision for yourself, you're going to be unstoppable. Turtle spirit shows up. Slow and steady wins the race. Stop rushing. Like I said, there's no rushing. Let it come. You just have to make the decision. Oh, I love. Then you got dove spirit. Be at peace. Be peace. Be the peace that you want in your life. 21. Okay. And then parrot spirit, watch your words. Like I said, speak your truth, but let it come from the heart. Don't go up to somebody and say, listen here, you Nah. That's not. Yeah, I know you want to say things to him, but trust me, come at it with love. Hey, you know, I really enjoy our relationship, and I love you so much, and I don't feel good lately with some of the things you're saying, or I really love this job, but there are some things that I don't feel good about. Do you mind if I share some of those? Like, come at it with love, and then you will receive a whole different response than if you came at it with anger and bitterness. Okay? So the animals have quite a message for you. And don't be surprised if you see some of these animals show up for you, group 1. Like the groundhog. I know you'll see a groundhog soon. And even if you hadn't, you're seeing them right here. So these are your spirit animals showing up for you. You may even have had dreams with some of these animals in them, or even just seeing the picture of them, you're like, oh man, that looks so cool. Like this bear one, it's really jumping out to me. So I think maybe that's my message as well. Okay. All right. So let's see what angels came forward for you. I love the angel cards. You've got the angel of willingness. These cards never show up great on camera. The angel of willingness, like be willing. I am happy. My actions are being orchestrated by my soul. Be willing to let spirit in. Be willing to let love in. And if you have your heart closed off and you cannot bring yourself to love or to see another perspective or to even be open to what somebody else is saying, then you're not listening. Okay. And then you've got the angel of light, which lets me know, you guys, that this group right here is of the light. And I know you guys are just like right there on the edge of being able to show up for yourself. The divine light of my soul flows through my being right now. If we're in a dark room, we won't be able to push darkness away with our hands or with our minds. We need to turn on the light. If we open ourselves to the inner light of the soul, it will transmute all darkness. Visualize now in your heart an expanding golden light. Oh, and look, I'm getting more heart stuff. So yeah, the group 1, the heart chakra is something you've truly got to work on. I feel a lot of heat coming from my heart right now. Expanding golden light that radiates warmth and clarity to all around you. Feel this light expanding from an inner center and becoming a radiant sun of understanding love. And then the angel of willingness. Willingness is the ability to use our will with love and wisdom. Love turns our action into a voluntary one through the heart, and we begin to love what we do. Wisdom shows the direction through clear vision. In that way, willingness brings total happiness. Like I said, the clear vision, getting past this grunt work that you're in, this unhappiness that you're in, getting past that, realizing what's true for you and what makes you happy and what makes you feel full of joy, that is love. And that's where the clear vision will come in. You guys, this message. Okay, what healing needs to be done? What healing needs to be done? Okay, so we've got spiritual surgery and healing hands. You have the ability to heal yourself. Number 22, that is my number right there. 22 is a powerful number. It has a lot of energy with it. It's a very healing number. It's a number that lets you know you're on the right track. It's a number of love and manifesting, bringing your goals into reality. Ask your hands to feel with healing light, then place them where you're pained or on your heart to soothe and nourish. So your heart definitely needs some healing, and that is one way you can do it. Feel your hands with love. Literally picture love, whatever love looks like to you. Feel it in your hands and then just move it into your heart. Okay? And then we've got spiritual surgery, 46. Deep tissue repair. Spiritual surgery on the body. Relax and allow the surgeons to help you. So, sleep. It is important to get sleep. And I don't mean 3 hours. I mean real REM, deep sleep, where when your body goes into this, it almost goes into a state of repair. And it is important to get to that point every single night because your body repairs every single night. So it's saying relax, okay? If you're into crystals, use the crystals that resonate with you. I have crystals by my bed. I have crystals under my pillow. I will say this. I wanted to remember my dreams, and so I put some crystals that help with that. And no doubt that same night I had a dream. Unfortunately, I did lose me, but I knew I had a dream, whereas in the past, I was like, I don't think I had any dreams last night. No, I definitely had dreams. Repair on all levels, and here's that ask for help again. You've got to be willing to ask for help. These are the same cards right here. Ask for help. Okay? All right, what crystals? Oh, mention of crystals. Let's see what crystals will come for you or what will help you. Topaz. Imperial topaz. You live in abundance. Okay, yeah, so this card is full of abundance. I was trying to look for the topaz. Oh, it's on the side. Okay. So topaz is like a orange or yellow color. Yeah, live in abundance. Know that you are abundant. This video is going to be so long if I go into about abundance. So I'm not feeling pulled to do that. Then you've got green fluorite. Is this mine? Yeah, it is. Sorry, I just got that so strongly. Yes, it is yours. Claim it. Own it. Know that it's yours. Protect it. Okay? It's yours. Whatever this thing is that you are wanting, it's yours. You just got to claim it. You got to, when you go into a grocery store and you see all these items on the shelf, they're anybody's for the taking, right? And when you pick one up and you put it in your cart or buggy, wherever you're from, whatever you say, it's yours now. You claimed it. That's yours. Nobody can go over to your buggy and take it out. That would be stealing. Yes, there's people like that, but when you protect it, they can't. And when you know it's yours, it is yours. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. And then there's, Sugalite? Wow, I have never heard of that one. Sugalite. That's interesting. Feel in order to know. Feel. Oh, I love that message. I'm not even having to look at the books. I love this, you guys. Feel in order to know. In other words, allow yourself to feel in order to know. Are you trying to get outside, Kitty? Oh, look at this. I know this is another message. Are you ready to go outside? You want to go? There you go. You can get out now. Right. So see, he asked for help and I gave it to him. That was part of this. Feel in order to know. If you want to feel happy and you want to be happy, you have to feel it. Okay, hold on. Let me get some more from that. When you feel something before you have it, that allows it to come faster. So those of you that are in a hurry, where's that card at? The turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. In order to get to where you're wanting to be, you have to go ahead and feel that feeling. How are you going to feel when you meet the person that is your soulmate? You're going to feel so much love, right? And happiness. Go ahead and feel that feeling. And then that person will come in. How are you going to feel when you have the job of your dreams? Excited, passionate, drive. You have this fire in you to get up every day and work on what you want to work on because it's your dream, right? Go ahead and feel that and it will come to you. That's how the universe works. I think that was part of the message. Yes. When you are desiring something, the way to get it is by feeling it first. And there's so many people, in fact, probably most of the world thinks it's the opposite. That you get this thing and then you'll feel that feeling. That's why there's so many people out there that get what they want and they still feel unhappy because they thought that thing was going to make them happy. You know where happiness comes from? Inside. Inside is where happiness comes from. I just want you to let that sink in. You're never going to be happy until you feel it first. Okay, I'll leave that there. All right, this is a positive message for you. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Slow and steady wins the race. Perseverance. Yeah, I'm not saying once you make this decision that I know you're waiting to make, that everything's going to be hunky-dory. Yeah, you're still going to go through some tough times. But, I'm starting to look at those times as not something bad in my life, but something to overcome, something that will level me up. When you're playing a video game and you get to the boss of that level, then you have to fight them and it feels hard in the moment, but then you go on and you've got better armor, you've got more stamina, you've got more lives that you can use, you've got more powers. That's kind of how life is. I mean, the more I think about video games, the more they actually resonate with how life is. You level up by going through this, by persevering and going through it. You're choosing not to go through it right now because you're scared. You're fearing the unknown. But this is saying great works are performed by perseverance, going through it and knowing that when you get to the other side, to that clear path, you're going to be leveled up and there's no going back. There's no going back. You know what? I feel confident saying this now. I quit teaching thinking that, I can go back anytime, I still have my degree. I still have all 15 years of experience. I can go back anytime. And many, many, many people have asked me, do you think you'll ever go back? And my immediate response is no. I don't believe that part of my life. I love that part of my life. I don't regret it. I think it absolutely was what I was meant to do at the time, but I don't resonate with that anymore. And anyway, so that lets me know that I'm having to persevere right now, because there really is an unknown in this, because all I've ever known is teaching. So I'm going into new paths in my life, and I'm so excited because this feels right. Teaching didn't feel right anymore. It didn't feel good. So moved on. All right, what cosmic cards came for you? Universal healing, the law of frequency, and Cancer. Now I will have to look up Cancer, because and that means Cancer, the sign. So let's see here. All right, the home within. The home within, the resting place of spirit, the earth mother, our point of contact with the material realm. This energy nurtures the soul and generates the flowering of the energies of this life. Y'all, that's what I was saying. To live in this life, of the life we're conscious of, you're awakening to the real world. This energy heals and comforts. Work done within awaits expression. So it's about going in. You could be a Cancer, or you could know a Cancer, or you just have Cancer in your chart, or you're just resonating with Cancer right now. The law of frequency. Like I said before, you guys, this is just another reminder that when you want something to come into your life, you have to match to its frequency for it to come into your life. You have to match it. That's why you have to feel things before it actually comes. And then it shows up in the most glorious ways. Oh, and that's another very good point. You can't be attached to how it comes. You just have to know that it's coming. And then it shows up. And you're like, oh my God. Okay, so let me tell you this. I challenged myself. Group 1, I don't know if this is group 1 or the entire collective. I don't know. We'll see. But I was, I had just had like an epiphany, and I said, you know what, universe? I want to see a teal Prius today. I'm not going, like I want to manifest seeing a teal Prius. And in my head, I went, when I see a teal Prius, I know I'm going to be so like, ha, like, just like, ha, that's so cool. So that day, I saw teal cars that weren't Priuses, and I saw Priuses that weren't teal. And I was like, okay, then I must not be on the same frequency with a teal Prius. I know this sounds silly, right? It's a game I'm kind of playing with myself to like increase my manifesting abilities and to be able to recognize when things show up. So probably a couple days later, when I had totally forgotten about this little game I was playing with myself, my husband and I were doing something where I felt very excited and joy and all kinds of good high vibe and feelings. We went out to go to dinner, and lo and behold, I see a teal Prius. So the next thing that I decided to manifest was a man in a yellow shirt. That was a few days ago, and I have completely forgot about it. So maybe I'll see one soon, okay? And then we've got universal healing. You know what? I'm going to look that one up too, because I feel like there's more to it than what I could give you just from looking at it. Okay. A healing within gives new wholeness to the self. You need only reach for a limitless well of energy. Healing brings release and new growth. You guys, I keep getting like my throat. So there's that throat chakra again, that blue candle, that blue. So something you can do for yourself is focus on your throat, really tune into it, see how it feels. If you feel confident in speaking your truth, you have no issues. But if the thought of saying some inner deep emotion to you makes you feel so vulnerable, and you're like, then your throat is closed. Healing brings release and new growth. There is a connection with nature in fact, I'm getting I'm getting that the only thing you need to do is to speak your truth to be able to get past this decision here. Speak your truth. Say out loud how you feel. Maybe even journal. Record yourself saying your actual emotions. That's what I do sometimes to see how they sound out loud. I have a very cool friend who I can like tell, like just verbosely explain something to them, and they're a sounding board for me, and I really appreciate that. And I feel like they do the same to me, and we kind of bounce off each other. And it really helps to see like, oh, that thought sounds crazy. That doesn't resonate anymore. Sometimes the thoughts in our head just need to be out. So, and sometimes I'll feel really strongly about a thought, and I'll say it out loud to my husband, and I'll be like, holy crap. That's not right. You know, like I'll be like, oh, you know what? Never mind. Just forget I said anything. So there's a connection with nature as healing within takes place. And with healing, you draw peace. Oh my goodness. You draw peace to your soul. You got the dove earlier. You were created through a healing process, and you heal as you evolve. You heal as you evolve. So you don't have to do all this healing and then get to where you want to be. You will get to where you want to be as you are healing. Wow, you guys, I'm so excited for you. Okay, we have 3 moon cards that showed up for you. We've got you are good enough, like I've been saying. You are good enough to speak your truth. Also something I said earlier. There's 3 cards here. Okay. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. So no matter what you decide, it's going to be a win-win. Do you remember me saying that? Win-win here. You just have to decide it, and then work through your fears. Work through your fears, you guys. These cards, I can't like I see you, whoever I'm tapping into with group 1, y'all are so close. And you can feel it too. I know you can. So let this reading be the thing that makes you move forward. I'm feeling such peace right now. So I'm going to end there with group 1, and then we're going to move on to group 2. And I will put okay. All right. I am being told to keep doing them. I feel like I need to keep doing them. I was just trying to figure out the logistics of everything, but Spirit told me that it will be okay and that people will figure it out. They will figure out which cards they are meant to see. Maybe the whole reading is for everybody. That is not for me to decide, so I am not going to worry about it. So I'm going to put all my cards back, and then we are moving on to group 2, okay? All right. So, group 2, here we go. Let me clear out some of this energy here from group 1. Ooh, that could have been bad. I will admit, you guys, shuffling the cards is like one of my favorite things to do. It's so satisfying. Okay. All right. This is for group 2. What messages? Oh, wow. What messages come forward for group 2 here? Okay. That might be all. Yep, that's all. Okay, let's go through and get a positive message here. And I may not use all the decks for every group. It depends on what I'm getting. Positive message. Okay. All right. Angels. Angels, what would you like group 2 to know? What angel would like to come forward for group 2? Okay, several angels there. All right. Animals. Let's shuffle you real quick. Oh, I'm getting for group 2. I'm getting like stinging in my eyes. Almost like my eyes want to water. Okay. Ooh, in fact, they are watering. Okay. But there's like no smoke or anything in the air, so it's not like I'm getting. Okay. Woo! There it goes again. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I gotta pause for a second. Okay. Yes, what you doing? Oh goodness. No. Does whatever a spider can. Spider-Man. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Dude, it's so cool how I can walk on walls. Alright, Spider-Man. I'm gonna leave you alone. 7 of Cups reversed. So upright, it means like scattered energy in a relationship, too many distractions, multiple partners to choose from. So reversed, let me see. The course that I'm taking about tarot says that you don't need to do reversals. Because there's enough cards that have positive and negative meanings. Let's see. Decision making, soul searching, narrowing down your options. Okay, so yeah, there may be, that's what that makes me think, is that there's going to be some suitors to come for you, but you're still kind of hanging out in this energy. So it's going to feel confusing. But when this dude shows up, when this gal shows up, there's not going to be any question, okay? So there's going to be some confusion, I think, for you because it's kind of spirit saying, like, you need to move out of this energy into this new creative, co-creating with spirit energy to be able to recognize when this dude comes along, because there's going to be all of this to distract you. And you may not recognize when this person comes along for you. So that's something to be aware of, okay? Oh, yeah, look at this card. It's like you have all these things in front of you that you're focusing on that you're not even recognizing what's coming to you, okay? So I think the important message is to, in fact, these were not for you, the moon cards, but I am getting told to get the moon cards, so I'm going to shuffle real quick just to make sure that we... All right. Group 3. What moon energy are you at right now? Okay. We've got confidence is your key to success. Where's it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, okay. Confidence is your key to success. You may be a Leo. You don't have to be, but you may be. And this is just bring out that lion. I literally have a picture of a lion right here that says I am lion because I am a Leo. That's what this is. So Leos are, coming into that confidence that you have, and when you walk with spirit, it's much easier to flow in confidence because you just know things. It's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you, but that is just such a strong point from these cards. I thought I got another one. Was there only 2 moon cards? Okay, well, I guess that was... No, I'm being called, in fact, the one on the bottom. Hold your vision. Yeah, hold your vision of what you want in a relationship. And until that comes along, these are just distractions. In fact, I think it might be important to just be on your own so that you can recognize when this person comes. Something's not done. Something's still out there. There's still a message here. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. All right. We got some angels here that want to show up for you. And they are like red. I can feel them. They're like, get me out of here. I have a message. All right, angels. What message would you like to give group 3? Tell them. Tell them how it is. We're listening. We are listening. Group 3, what angels want to come out for you? All right, group 3, are you ready to listen? Because they seem to be waiting on this. Oh, there she is. He, she, the angel of release. My life is perfect here and now. Yeah, release these negative emotions, just like this other card said, wherever that was. Oh, the angel of grace. Give yourself grace. Like I said, I feel a lot of shame and guilt in you. My life is perfect here and now. Our greatest release is to free ourselves from attachments of the past and concerns with the future. To be able to live in the present moment. When we do this, we concentrate our energies and we don't lose vitality by criticizing, comparing, and judging. The quality of release frees us from guilt, which is a great waste of energy. Release brings freedom from attachment to possessions or fear of loss. The angel of grace. Each moment is an opportunity to reveal a miracle. Grace is a wonderful quality of the spirit when it is manifested in our lives. It brings the energy that uplifts our vibrations and clears the inner barriers. To be in a state of grace is to put into practice the certainty that if we knock, the door will be opened. If we knock, the door will be open. And if we ask, it will be given unto us. Look at that shower of just blessings. Yeah. Group 3. You guys, I don't know. There's another angel in there. Okay, the angel of freedom. You're free now. You're free. You don't need this no more. You're free. My soul's loving energy flows through my being. I am free. Connect with spirit. This is your validation to connect with spirit. They have a lot of information to tell you because you are a light giver. You are an earth angel. And you've been so bogged down by someone in your life who made you feel unworthy of that. Yeah. So spirit is screaming at you, get it together. Listen, open your heart and your mind. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I've gotten all the cards that need to be. Okay, so there is a crystal that wants to come forward for you. Or so I thought. Come forward, whatever crystal. What does group 3 need to see? Okay, there we go. Took a minute. You are the foundation. Howlite. Howlite's a cool stone too. You are the foundation. That's right. You cannot find Prince Charming or Princess Charming until you get solidified in you first. Yeah, that's a big message coming through here. You have to know who you are. This fox spirit keeps calling to me like he is just staring at me. That's why. Okay, now I see. That's why, Mr. Fox. Look at this guy. He's just looking at me like, can you please tell more about me? All right. There we go. Went straight to it. Be alert now, for fox spirit has appeared and you're meant to move swiftly. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity. I knew it. I knew you had some creativeness in you. As you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances. Rapidly changing circumstances. With resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox spirit helps you to think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. Oh my gosh. That is why the spider showed up. To take advantage of a situation in a good way, use your best judgment. Now is not a time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind, a time to think outside the box and notice the many ways in which you might make a move. Aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create with spirit. Trust that your cleverness, guided by fox spirit, will serve you well. Okay, so this message is for somebody. I don't think it's for the whole collective, but it feels pinpointed. So this could be for you or not. Okay. Are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? Perhaps you're being too clever for your own good and playing games to protect yourself. Being dishonest with yourself or others can become isolating and create obstacles to true connection. Fox spirit calls you to be attuned to what is happening within you and around you so that your quick thinking and creativity can lead you to better relationships and situations. You are called to use your fox spirit beneficially rather than in ways that keep you from experiencing what you want. Or perhaps right now you are realizing that a situation is trickier than it appears on the surface and you're afraid to make a move in case it turns out to be a mistake. Fox spirit is here to remind you that when you're in alignment with great spirit, the answers and solutions can come quickly and you can trust them. Don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Fox Spirit's creative nature will always be there to guide you and help you move quickly into better circumstances. Well, there we go. And that feels complete. I now have that nagging feeling off of my shoulders. So, you guys, group 3, it is literally your own thinking that is stopping you. So, the big messages here are tap into spirit, get connected, meditate, cleanse yourself, listen to your intuition, forgive yourself, move on, have grace, trust, co-create, think and act quickly. Don't miss an opportunity because of these fears. All right? Yeah, this is great, you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to end there. I really appreciate you sticking it out with me as I learn tarot and try to interpret these messages from Spirit. Things can get kind of cuckoo sometimes, but I love it. I love when that happens. So I want to thank you all so, so very much. And I appreciate all of the support or any support that I receive. I appreciate those that believe in me. It means more than you know. I am surrounded by some really awesome people, and I think it's wonderful that the universe is abundantly blessing me in that way. So I want to continue to grow this channel. So if you resonate with what I say, if you want a personal reading, please let me know. I am here. I'm here for you guys. Don't be scared to call on me, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Much love and light to you. Mwah.